Okay, this is the 13.5T Blinky BRCA National Final, 1st of September at Aldershot, 2019. On pole, James Hart, then Chris Gunter, Zak Finlay, Marcus Haskell, Tony Board, Ben Kane, Darren Lee, Jay Westwood, Dominic Carter, Ben Murray. And the front car colours, if I can see them, James Hart is bright orange, followed by Chris Gunter pink, then a yellow car Zak Finlay, white car Marcus Haskell, Tony Boards blue, Ben Kane is orange, red car Darren Lee, another orange car is Jay, and the two green ones at the back. Ten, 9, 8, 7. James, Chris and Zak got away clean. Any mistakes at the final? Someone spun off onto the grass, but the rest of them are clean. Oh, a small mistake by the pink car of Chris, but he managed to hold second. Oh, he's going to lose it if he's not careful. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and nose to tail, but James has got away. There's a lot of close racing, there's a few changing position in midfield. James has got away, orange car onto the straight, followed by the yellow, white, and the rest of the field is very close. So that's James, Zak, Marcus, Chris, gone to Darren Lee. Jay has moved up from 8th, and Dominic, Ben, Tony, and Ben Kane's dropped to the back at the moment. Into the chicane, onto the straight goes first, and second, third, and 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So James Hart still got a little lead over Zak Finlay in the yellow car, into the chicane, onto the straight, first, second and third. They managed to get away from Darren Lee, who's in 4th place in the red car, and he's got the rest of the field behind him. Then it's James Hart in the lead, and Zak Finlay's closing down a little bit. Onto the straight they go, first, second. Marcus Haskell's 1.24, and there's a big crash in the coming onto the straight, so that'll mix it up a bit in the midfield. But let's look at the front here. They come through the chicane. It's James Hart, and he's got Zak Finlay very close behind him down the straight. They drop Marcus Haskell in the white car slightly. Then it's Darren Lee in the red car, with Dominic Carter's moved from 9th in the green car up right behind him, and he's moved up to 5th place, probably benefiting from a crash. And nose to tail down the straight now. It's James and Zak. And Zak is all over James, and he might make a move at this left-hander. No, James drove very tight, but and Zak flung the back out and lost some time, and he drifted it onto the straight. So another accident coming through the chicane. So Marcus Haskell's still in third, but he's way off the two leaders. Here they come, first and second onto the straight. Okay, Marcus Haskell's 1.5 seconds. Darren Lee's 3.5 seconds behind. There's two cars around the sweep and nose to tail, really dicing for it. And James has pulled away quite nicely on Zak at 1.6 seconds now. And Zak Finlay's at 2.7, Darren Lee's at 3.6, and Dominic Carter is the one right with him, nose to tail, those two. In 4th and 5th place, Darren Lee and Dominic Carter. They're absolutely dicing like anything. Anyway, onto the straight. That's James. He's after Zak tried to get past him. Down. Zak's down in third now. A little bit of an accident at the back again. Onto the straight goes James. He's in a more comfortable position now. And then it's the white car of Marcus Haskell. Zak in the yellow car drops to third. And it's Darren Lee and Dominic Carter. Jay Westwood, Ben Murray, Tony Board, Chris Gunter, Ben Kane, who I think pulled off. At 3 minutes gone, and James is still 1.5 seconds ahead of Marcus Haskell. Zak Finlay's about half a second behind him, so any mistake and they'll be through. And there's still dicing between Darren Lee and Dominic Carter. They're absolutely side by side round the sweep of the red car and the green car. Here comes James at 3.5 minutes into the chicane. He's now just a second. Marcus Haskell's pulled it close, and Zak Finlay's trying again now. He's coming back at them. He's only half a second behind Marcus Haskell, and it's Dominic Carter. Darren Lee are still nose to tail. Onto the straight again, first, second, third. then it's 4th and 5th onto the straight, 6th Jay Westwood and 6th Ben Morris in 7th. Okay, 1 minute to go, and it's James Hart onto the straight in the orange car, followed by the white and the yellow. Then it's the green car. He's finally, Dominic Carter's finally managed to get ahead of Darren Lee, broken that little fight they were having. And behind them is Jay Westwood, which is really trying very, very hard to catch up, but he's only got half a minute to go. James Hart off the sweeper, 1st, 2nd and 3rd. They've actually closed up quite a lot now. It's going to be quite a run to the final in the last half a minute, because onto the straight goes 1st, 2nd, 3rd, James, Marcus, Zak, and then Dominic's a bit further back. He's pulled away from Darren with 15 seconds to go, and that looks like Zak is going to try and make a move on the white car into the chicane, onto the straight. Orange, white, yellow, they're very close. This will be it. When they cross the line, whoever crosses the line under the rostrum is going to win, and Zak's trying to make a move. He's trying to make a move up the inside, round. No, James wins it. Marcus Haskell gets 2nd, Zak Finlay 3rd, Dominic Carter 4th, Darren Lee 5th, Jay Westwood 6th, Ben Morris 7th, then Chris Gunter, Tony Ball, Ben Kane, and James Hart and Zak Finlay with just less than a second between them. James, Marcus and Zak.
The A final. 3rd place, Marcus Haskell.
So happy about Marcus.
In 2nd place,
Shy, leave him alone.
yeah.
Oh God! You're fun shit.
And the Blinky A final.
How it is, Danny.
Okay, 3rd place, Billy Fletcher.
Nah, well on, Billy.
Number 5, Zak Finlay.
Nah, bad.
And in 3rd place, I'm sure it's very disputed champion, James Hart.
James Hart. James.
Okay.